friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we have some of the items from Rongrong's fall release. So let's take a look and unbox everything, and then we're going to create using something from here. There is so much. As you can see, we have some PET tapes. We have a Halloween sticker book. We have In My Soft Girl Era, but it's the autumn edition. You guys saw the Soft Girl Era that released earlier this year. It was all like pinks and lacy. So this one looks to be more autumn colors. Then we have the Autumn Tales Monthly Planning Kit. All right, so I'm gonna first go ahead and open the things up because these take a little bit to get into. But just first, here are all the titles. I'll try to keep them together with their little titles so we can know what we're looking at. But we've got Autumn Cafe, Happy Haunts, Autumn Charm, Magic Library, Booze Shelf, Wicked Little Notes, and Fall Festival. All right, so I'm gonna open these off camera to save a little time, and then we'll get back to it. All right, none of these ripped like they sometimes do. They're this nice like plastic. So a lot of times opening them up, they're all gone. So now I can see what each thing is. So that's awesome. So we are going to look at the tapes first, then Happy Haunts, Soft Girl, and then Autumn Tales. So these two go together. And none of these are related to either of those. All right. So this is kind of Halloween-y. That says magic. So let's do the ones that are labeled autumn and fall first, and then we'll go from there. All right, so this one is Autumn Charm. And this one does have like Stars Hollow and Dragonfly Inn listed here, which she did have in some stickers last year as well. But this is different. It's got other things in it. I love the little cozy piles of things. And this goes for quite a while before it repeats. We are looking for Luke's coffee cup. Ah, here it is. So it went this far before it repeated. And all of these tape rolls, as you can see, it's quite thick. So usually you get a good 4 or 5 loops. That's the designs before they repeat loops before it ends. So you get quite a bit on one roll of PET tape. And I should note all the PET tapes have this nice white ink base, so you can layer them and all that stuff. All right, so that was Autumn Charm. Now I'm thinking about what we're gonna do because I am not ready to decorate for September in my journal yet. Maybe we'll have to count pages to do the September cover page. Okay, this one is Autumn Cafe. I love this one. The girl with the coffee cup. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way now. Look at the little cat sleeping on the books. That is so cute. I love all the cozy sweaters. And again, you get quite a bit before we repeat right there. All right. And of course, there's too much here for me to go ahead and use everything today. I'll do my best to get to things and share some stuff. Not everything will be on YouTube. Some things will be on Instagram and TikTok. By the way, my code Amy Plans Things will work on this when it releases, which is in a couple of hours if it hasn't already. So all the details will be down below, and it'll include the link and the time and all of that. All right, this is Fall Festival. Can I open it? All right. So we've got like a blanket and cute Fall Festival outfits, a little signpost, candy apple, candy corn. Very cute. What was the very first thing? It was the yellow sweater that was, let's see, did I repeat already? Yellow sweater? I don't see the yellow sweater repeated yet. Nope, okay. Ah, there it is. I was like, it's close. Here we go with the repeat. All right, this one's kind of cool because it has these like orangey, but they're kind of coral. And then the pink pumpkins, like not quite as like deep autumn. All right, next up we've got Magic Library. Trying to keep these organized so I know their titles when I use them. Okay, so Magic Library. We've got all these shops and little coffee cup and quills, book stacks. This is very cute. I love the very bookish thing. And that's where it started. Can we take a moment to see how her hair is? That's so fun. I love how it's like sprawled out. It looks like she's like laying down with a book in her lap, but she's like snoozing. Takes forever to roll them back up when we look at the full loop. All right, then we're getting into some Halloween stuff. This one is Boo's Shelf. Look at these cute designs. I love the little ghosties. And the little books again, lovely books. Look at her plaid Halloween outfit. That is cute. All right, and then it repeats here. All right, getting into the collection that is all together, Happy Haunts. And I don't know that I received everything from this release. Usually there's a bit more, so take a look at the site to find out. But we've got the PET tape, the sticky notes roll, so this is going to be on paper sticker, and then the Halloween collection sticker book. Okay. All right. There we go. So sweet like candy, dark like midnight. Oh, this is so cute. I love the purple hair. This is very kind of traditional Halloween with your orange and your purple and black. I like this long strip here. And then it repeats there. There is so much here. Okay, what are we gonna use? Not the Halloween stuff yet, as much as I want to jump into it. I haven't even set up for September, so we need to, you know, keep moving ahead. I haven't finished August, so... but we're not going to use August for any of these things. Okay, so these appear to be all paper. And they are tearing a little bit with this, so I'm going to go ahead and get a rubber band soon. I use the little hair rubber bands eventually on these so that I don't have to keep using tape to hold it down, and that'll avoid the ripping that we were having there. But look at these boxes. They all appear to be the same size. So we started with one with those two girls and the iron fence. So let's keep going until we find that again. There are so many different boxes. And there we go. That's where it repeats. But they're all the same size. So that's pretty cool though. Let's see. They're nice stickers. They're not super thin, so it should be pretty easy to peel them and use them without like risk of ripping. They're like paper, not washi paper. Okay, in here is a little note card. And here's Happy Haunts. All right, so this is a 25-page sticker book. I skipped to the first page. All right, so we have lots of boxes of different sizes as well as the decorative stickers. We've got decorative boxes of all sizes, and then eventually we'll get to like the icons and stuff. Here are a couple icons. So this matches those 2 different PET tape rolls. I love the little stampy ones. Those are so cute. Oh my God, wait. Those are eyeballs and pumpkins. That is so funny. All right. And here we have the decorative stickers. Let me just take a look real quick. These might have a white ink base on them. Let me check the Ghost. That'll be the one we can tell the most. Yeah, this definitely has a white ink base on them. So they should layer similarly to the PET tapes. It doesn't look as quite a thick white base as these ones, but decent. So they'll layer a little bit more. You may not have to white out your planner pages and things like that. If you're putting them over the lines and all that. I love that library binder. I wish there was a mirror image of this one. That would make a great Dutch door strip. This is so cute. This would also be a great Dutch door strip if there were 2 of them. All right, we've got some alpha letters, and we've got some long washi strips. These are washi paper. So like this one is like this wide, that wide, that wide. You can see they're all different. These will be great for your basic waterfall tabs. And then this is scrapbook paper. You can tear it up or use the whole page. These ones are pre-cut scrapbook or stickers. See, there's a box there. All right, this is back to washi paper, scrapbook paper, and done. All right, very cute. Let's look at Autumn Tales first. Soft Girl Era is bigger, so we'll look at that one last. All right, so Autumn Tales is the monthly planning kit. I don't get this every month from Rongrong, but she has one every month. It's a subscription. So if you subscribe, you save a little bit. I think you can buy the one-offs though after the fact, and they'll be a little bit more expensive than if you bought them in the subscription. So we have a pen. It's got a pretty nice weight to it. I usually use Zebra, the ones that don't smear. So I'll try this out in my journals later this week and see what I think. But here is the Autumn Tales PET tape. And then there's a little planning kit. It's not a sticker book. It's just loose leaf. It's 19 pages. All right. So here is Autumn Tales. I love the little baby animals, the lambs. This is very cute. All right, and here's where it repeated. This is an awesome theme. I love it. Okay. Then the very last part of that one is this planning kit, 19 pages. So we start with some functional things. These are stickers. And this is set up so you can set up your planner or bullet journal or journal for the month with all the functional things you need, as well as all the decorative stuff. So you've got all your dates and your dots, letters if you need them, and of course, decor. So some of these will match what's in here, but they're just a little bit bigger. Let's see. These ones might have a white ink base too. This This is super cute. Oh, here are some washi papers. So these are thinner. These washi papers, when I say it, it's like really thin material, kind of like a washi tape. Right, here are some vellum pieces, I think. So I'll show them separately because each one is slightly see-through and it'll get muddy if I try to lay them down on top of each other. And then this one's paper. So just scrapbook papers for these ones. So a lot of really fun stuff in that monthly subscription kit, Autumn Tales. And last but not least, we have In My Soft Girl Era Dear Autumn collection. So let's take a look at the papers first. These are A5 size single-sided sheets. Oh, this one has foil. That's really pretty, the foil and the plaid. So cute. I love all the different like textures going on. Then one more foiled plaid. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, let's look at tapes next. These box collections of tapes are always one of my favorites because they have all the different sizes, including a PET tape roll. So there are 6 different tapes. This one looks to be 10 millimeters. These ones 15, or no, 20. And this one 30. And then it looks like 50 and 70 millimeters. So quite a bit of tape. Okay, this is double-sided. I'm gonna stab these guys to get into them. There we go. Make a little pile over here to hold all the scraps as we open it. And we will lay these out so you can see them. So this is like textured, kind of like a dark leather texture. And this one's like a knit one. Also brown, but like a lighter brown with like hints of yellow undertones. This one is a green stripy one. I don't think I have a tape quite like this, but these are all great what I call base tapes that you can use time and time again, like not necessarily in the theme that is right here, but you can use them, you know, any other time as well. Okay, that's starting to rip. That sometimes happens, but you can just reset it. But we're going to use it to show you. All right. And this one, is this is still washi tape. I thought maybe it was PET tape, but it's like this lace one. So let's see. I think it has its own backing though, yeah. Or is it? No, it is PET tape. It's pre-cut PET tape. And you have to peel it to use it. But that's a really cute one. We can definitely use that in a Dutch door spread, since it's all scalloped evenly. Okay. This one is like blanket material, like a big knit or quilted blanket with kind of a cool plaid pattern with a little bit of lace edge. Here's the edge of that. There we go. So those are the 5 kind of like base tapes that you can use for lots of different things. And then there is one like decorative icons PET tape, and that'll match the sticker book a lot. Can I get into it though? Okay. I picked up the tape and then it wanted to stay together. Okay, so we start with the autumn. And it goes and goes. This is very cute. I love all the greens in it. This is so cute. And then it repeats here. Okay, let's get those tapes away and then we'll go ahead and look at the sticker book. And then I have to decide, do I want to use Autumn Tales or do I want to use In My Soft Girl Era? I'm going to use both eventually, right? But which one do I want for my September monthly pages? I think these would be really great for a big set of Dutch doors. So maybe we'll save these ones and use the Autumn Tales today to set up the September pages. Okay. So here is the sticker book. How many pages? This one's a 30-page sticker book. I love the bow here. We've got some pre-layered boxes and decorative stickers. Oh, skipped a page. We've got our washi papers. Some big scrapbook papers. There's all sorts of things in these sticker books, everything you could need. Different letters, more function. I love all the stamps that are in all of these now. This is super cute. I love all the bookish things, as always. Look at these letters. These are fun. They're like little Scrabble pieces. All right, more washi strips. Oh, this is a fun scrapbook page. And then some quotes. All right, so that is everything. I think, yeah, we're gonna save this for a big Dutch door spread for my daily journaling and then use these for the monthly pages because I don't do as big of pages there because it's like a look back on the month as a whole. So let's make some space and go find my journal and then we'll get back to it. All right, I've counted out to where September will start so that we can do a monthly memories page. We're gonna do a single Dutch door in here. And the way I use this is to write the biggest or most memorable moments of the month here so that when I'm flipping back through my journals, I don't have to read every page. I can just look at the month at a glance and then see if I wanna look more closely into that month. So we're gonna do a strip here. Then we're gonna use these scrapbook papers. So this one I'm gonna go this way. It works either way. So I'm gonna do it like that so that we have something along the edges on both sides and we can put some boxes in here for writing on. Then we're gonna get a Dutch door on this. So I found the washi papers. We could use those, but also let's take a look at the decorative stickers again and decide if any work for like the front and back. We can also look here to see if there's anything symmetrical that we'd want to use since we get multiple loops on it. Okay, so looking at the people. So while their hair is different, both dresses come out like that on these two. Arms are in different locations though. That might work decently. I'd love to get a girl on here. I might do that as like the Dutch door piece, but let's just take a look at this really quickly. because we could do two of the same girl. Her head goes a slightly different way, but it's pretty symmetrical, right? Like with her arms and her shoulders and her dress. We could do two picture frames or more picture frames. Then this girl is also fairly symmetrical with her hair, her arms, and the dress or the skirt. Yeah, okay, we're actually gonna use this. I think that'll work really well. But we are gonna do some washi strips with it. Let's do the red one on this one. And then we'll put the people over it. We'll put everything on the back after we've done this. So I want it like, let's see how, hey, don't get stuck yet. I wanna see how far in this will go. It'll be about here. So let's put this right about here. I'm trying to keep it straight by following the dots. So I'm not gonna trim it yet. I'll put these down once we've done the Dutch doors. But I want to use multiple things. So we're gonna just grab them all and then figure out where to put them. And some of them might not end up being cut as part of the Dutch door. They might be on like this side, but we are getting them all to make a little photo collage. And oh my gosh, we have so many photo collages. Okay, so we're actually going to use all three of these. I put them on the side of my table. Oh my gosh. We're going to figure out how the girls go first because we have two of them that are pretty symmetrical and I would like to use. Maybe only one of them will be on the outside though. What if we put them right next to each other and then like a photo frame up a gallery wall? So I love all the red here. She could be slightly behind this one like that and maybe a little taller in this image. So, and this girl is more symmetrical in terms of where the cuts are gonna be. So I'm gonna put her on the outside because her head's tilted a little bit. So what if we put her here, have her slightly layered over it. She's a little shorter, but she's also stepping ahead a tiny bit and we're just cutting off the bottom of it. Or should we move them up so we see their feet more? Let's try that. I want her feet to be right on the edge though, so there we go. The girl in the white shirt, her feet will be slightly cut off. And you can see a tiny bit of the tape through here, but it does have a white ink base, so it's not as intrusive to see. Like you can see it, but it's not deep, like super red. Because of that white ink base, it makes it so it's a little bit better than if it didn't have that white ink base. Do I need to trim that? Yeah, just a little bit. This is gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna get a cutting mat, cut these out with my gyro cut, and then cut that with scissors. The cutting mat I got from Journal Say, and they tend to go in and out of stock on it, so go take a look. They're super cheap. They ship with everything, all the duties paid, so you shouldn't have any other fees, though it does come from international, so it takes a little bit longer. It's not like 2-day delivery or anything. But these cutting mats are great. They're slightly sticky, kind of like a Cricut cutting mat, but they're A5 sized, essentially. And so they fit really well in my A5 journal. And the reason I like them slightly sticky, because you can get a cutting mat like this that isn't sticky as well, and that fits in, but it doesn't slide in as well because it's not as skinny. This is thicker. And then this, when it's stickiest, it holds down the page a little bit so that as you're cutting with your gyro cut, the page doesn't crumple and fold, which I really appreciate. Okay, we can't do the red on the back. And guys, I forgot the pictures you guys were watching. We're gonna do it anyways. We are gonna get Okay, we're gonna put down this first. Here we go. Okay, so which one am I using? We're gonna use some kind of fabric. The brown one would look nice. It's like this kind of lacy thing. We're gonna put this down first, then we're gonna do the picture frames on both sides so the pictures can't get stuck to the other pages because they're gonna stick to each other. Oops. See, I fix my mistakes and we will make it work. So I'm trying to figure out where I want these. I think this is gonna look great right here. Trying to figure out what size and spacing. I want this one sticking out more actually, but not, do I want it that far? No, I want it like this, like that. Okay, and then this one we will put, you know, maybe I don't want it like that. I just feel like, see, we're sticking to things. Okay. What if we do it in a little bit instead? So the thing is if I could get one more picture frame right up here, it would be like a great gallery wall. But I think I want the smaller one next to this one. Okay, let's see. How about, or I could just do it like this. That would work. I keep putting it sideways. Let's make it straight. That would look more like a gallery wall because it's like not, it's not lined up 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, you know, kind of the triangle shape. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get the other one of these first to put that down. Though we do have that, we could use that on the back side, but we're gonna do this first. Okay, so fixing this. There, it's great. All right, so now finding her and, oh my gosh, there we go. All right, so she wants to go down second because we want her in front of this one. So I'm gonna put her down first, right there. And then remember, her arms and legs are not gonna be exact, but it's gonna be pretty close. So on the back side, you're never gonna have the perfect cut here when they're not symmetrical stickers, but that's passable. And oh my gosh, we're gonna roll this up really quick because look at what I've done. Okay, but wait, we need our gallery wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, you know, yeah, I'm gonna grab this one and put it like this. And I think we'll reuse, because I see it right here, we'll reuse this one because I don't think I have more picture frames. And this is smaller, so I just think it looks great as part of the gallery wall. Okay, now we'll roll this back up. I'm trying to use more of the stickers from the sticker kit than this. Oh my gosh, let's just put this over here. All right, so now we're gonna tape these in. I have my double-sided tape, and then I'm going to have to trim them down. They are A5 sized, which technically means they're a little bit bigger than these pages because this is an A5 notebook, so this is A5 sized. The pages are slightly smaller than this. So A5 sized items will often come over the edges, which means you can cut it perfectly to size so that it fits within your notebook all the way up to the edge. So it does take a little more work than something that like you have a millimeter of space or something. Okay, so hardest part, once I've gotten the tape down, let's actually put tape across the middle. Hardest part is making sure I line it up correctly. So let's put it like this, make sure it goes above all the edges, and then lay it down. Okay, I'm gonna get the other one down and then we're gonna trim all the things. But look at that. That's so cute. Okay, do the same thing here. Now, adding pages like this, if you do it every week, it will add to the bulk of your notebook a lot by the very end, just so you know. Okay. So trimming. Then one thing I like to do, I'm not going to do it down here because we've got the girls there, but I am going to use my corner rounder on this one to round that corner nicely. Okay. Now I'm going to trim up this first and then down the sides. Since I'm right-handed, I'm gonna try to rotate the notebook to fit my right hand for all of these, though I don't know how it's all gonna work. So I might have some awkward scissors. So like, that's gonna be difficult. I think I'm gonna go this way and hold it like this. All right, there we go on that one. And let's see, that one, we are gonna just use the corner rounder on this to clean that up. If there's anything that needs cleaning, oh yeah, that looks better. Yeah, maybe I just do that on this next one. Don't even worry about the rounded bits until I use the corner rounder. What did I just say? Try to keep it on the right hand if I can, because it makes it way easier. Okay, I need to get the word September in there somewhere, and I need to put down some boxes for our memories. But otherwise, these pages are almost done. They're very colorful. I mean, muted, neutral fall colors, but very colorful instead of a white page. Great. Okay, corner rounder. Look at how cute this is, and we've got our little thing. I want to get September in here if I can. So let's take a look at the stickers. Okay, we have letters. We'll use the letters for it unless there's, nope, okay. Let's use the green and we're gonna spell out September and see if we can get it to fit right there. I may have to readjust, but I don't feel like counting it out and all of that, so we're just gonna try it and I'll move them again if I need to. But we have enough letters that if something happened and I needed to get a new letter, I'd have enough. Like even so, I'm not gonna have enough E's. So let's go ahead and get one of the black E's. And since we're doing that, let's just have it be a mixy match, not the reds though. September, so then do the green and the green, and then do the R with the black letters, just so it's kind of intentional looking. All right, September. Great. And then we're gonna have boxes and things like that in here. So let's put her here. And I think some of the plaid with it. And then this box has this girl on it, so I don't want to use that. So we're going to do some other things instead. We're going to make that like a little frame wall, but then have this little bit laying over it. And then we do need some more things in here. So we will go ahead and, question is, will it look too full? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put this one here, but put this under because of the lace. But we'll move it. Okay, I want this here. Okay. So then we've got that. And then let's get one little thing right there, and then I think we're done. But this is a rounded one. Let's go back to that sticker book then. See what we've got in there. Where did I put it? Oh wait, there's no sticker book. It's just the Soft Girl. Okay, so we have to use these. Or maybe there's one from Soft Girl that will coordinate. Okay. Let's see. Well, there is this reddish one. And we could just do a little sticker. Yeah, that'll coordinate well enough. So we'll just do it like this. All right. And so this is our monthly memories page. I will try to get to the rest of the Rongrong stuff soon. As you know, there's all the fall releases going on. So if you loved this stuff, you can use code AmyPlansThings to save 10% at Rongrong. Here is our final little monthly memories page. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.